gain all this time on anyone ahead. Get a couple quick 10 seconds. That's descend! What was that from JB? That was a very, very odd move and the braking. Makes him think about it is enough to make him get some space, and that's an error around the corner as well. As a slide, and that might be enough to open the door, and I think Ethan has done that sweetly. That is honestly a nice, nice move. This is absolute pandemonium for this race. Chaotic, everyone's dropping everywhere. This corner is amazing for letting people go for it. I think I've just seen is that... And there's some passing going on further back as well. Is that GB and Pooch both going past the McLaren? That's insane! 3 and 4 wide, a little bit further back, side by side between the teammates, and that's going to be a switch up. Now, I am quite firmly certain that D, R, and S games will be played! They will be played! Dylan's hit the car ahead after trying to get out of the way. He's now sitting in from range. As that Mercedes is defending hard. Oh my sweet Jesus, that is an Aston Martin from range. Josh M_01 has just done probably his most outrageous move I have ever seen in history. Everything, he's going to have one send. Josh knows that he's going to park his car on the inside. Down the inside he goes. They've both gone wide. I don't think either of them made the line at all. And Rod's trying to force his way through the wall. And Rod is out of the race. A sudden pooch podium. This might happen. If he keeps his car on the road, he might end up getting a cheeky... This is a big day. There's a sub starting off. Get everything on the screen. We need it. There's a lot of noise. It's important. It's important. Ethan, thanks for the 22 thumbs up. It's a great start. It's NSL day, and I've just got a burst of energy because I've realized it's Monaco, baby. It indeed is Monaco. Ranger's not 15 thumbs up for the stream as well. Welcome back in, and good to see you all. Thank you two for the sub straight off the rip. I hope you're all doing well. This is great. The suit isn't on. Listen, I might like Monaco, but I'm not putting the suit on. I'm not doing that. Guys, lock in a little bit. Like, relax. But you lot need suits. This is important. This is a big day. That's a third sub. 8 months of Rocket Pro. Can't wait for me to have a masterclass from last year. Listen, I'm expecting absolute greatness of some of you people on the grid today. If you don't know about Monaco, you all know about Monaco, and you've all got your preconceived vibes and everything. I get it, I understand, but you're gonna love it and have a great time. Quest with 100 bits, let's go, no practice. That is my goat, bro knows the vibes. No practice Monaco with us. Why is that still say Baku? Hang on. Why is that Baku? Why is that the wrong file? Great. So guys, do you want to know something? That wasn't like that about 4 or 5 minutes before I started the stream. Good, great. Well, it looks like this, but it's got a few different cores in it. I had a funny meme on this graphic and everything, and it's just got bored and decided it's not showing up. Great. Good. I didn't want that in anyways. Does that mean any other graphics aren't there? The rest are there, which is weird. I don't know why that one decided it doesn't want to be accurate or like me. Thank you, OBS. Either way, the rest of the stats I can show you what's going down. We have the calendar. We have finally reached midway through the back 9. We're chilling. After this, 3 more rounds left of the season. We have Miami, of course, which is coming up in a little bit. We've got Austria. We've got Vegas. I don't know what people's thoughts are on half these tracks, if I'm honest, but like, we've got tracks coming up and we'll see if people are fans of them or not. Why is it back on the screen again? I don't like OBS. Do you actually just hate me? OBS, what's going on? I'm trying to hype Monaco and you're just doing all the wrong buttons. I'm gonna get stressed. It's fine. Didn't want to get hyped about this track anyways, but all this, let's just go up in the lobby. We've seen enough screens. We've seen enough. We've seen enough. I like how Mir also assumes every illness possible when I have no cold, no nothing. Mir, I'm not going to lie, a bit trigger happy on every illness. There's nothing to clear up throat. I'm good. I'm good. What is good is... that's really not good. Sorry, I've just read what I actually said. Flood warning if it's a sign of a rain for Monaco. I really don't want that because I'd rather you just not have a flood. That sounds very awful. I'm hoping no floods and you're all fine and safe. I've never had to deal with that, thankfully, but I know it's annoying, obviously. Let's get everyone in the lobby. I think annoying is a bit of like a not big enough word for a flood. It's probably bad. Let's put it that way. It's probably very bad. How many have we got in? If I believe I'm mathing correctly, 19 members. Unless there's a sudden 20th, I believe it was 19. So after 10 has got in, PC people are probably the main people left. If you don't know the format, I'll get to once we get everyone in. I'd rather do that way first because it's going to be a long day. It's gonna be a long day. You've got shit in your throat. I hear it when you giggle or go slightly louder. I promise you, I really don't. Like, I genuinely don't. It's fine. Please stop. It's very annoying. It's a bit annoying. I don't have 7 million illnesses. That's genuine. Allow it. It's fine. We're good. We're good. Okay, carry on. Miller's on the I was about to say I was gonna invite that, but that's not meant to be on the list. Okay, we carry on. I'm going to go for the list. Liquidity needs an invite, but no, let me go through this other way around instead. I wish I had it set where I just saw the names of people on PC and stuff and just invited them separately. That would require brain cells of the highest order. We're not doing that today. Spa down the road. Spa down the road. Not even your local. Down the road is crazy. That irate. I love this. Also, EA, when... like just one big invite for like a whole list of people. When can I just say invite 20 people at once? At what point do they add that feature to my game? Won't mind it. Volta's on S26 is fine. Liquidity needs an invite. We need Raul and Mir in, but I think one of them probably is in because of Josh. Josh needs one if he's not already in. Let me double check. Is Josh in? He is, so is Raul. I was figuring. Up to 13. We're only missing a few. We'll be fine. We've got plenty of time for this one. All my homies hate Spa is crazy. What's wrong with Spa in these ends, man? I'm a big fan of Spa. Rain is an invite, which is all the way at the bottom. Let us peach. Yeah, the invite system in this game, I hate with a passion. I don't know why it's so awful. I am honestly a big hater of everything about it. I wish it just worked and it went nicely and it's all good. I think there's an FFU at the bottom of that list I need to go and get. Once I'm resetting my game, that's all good. Don't worry. You got time. You got time today. This is one of those days where, like, we should be fine. I think out of people we're missing, the only big notable one that I know normally is here is Bagel, who's not here today. I think he's got some work stuff on, so we'll catch him back. It's a shame I don't get to see the god at this track. Don't worry, we've got plenty of other dons I want to be seeing having some good time, so we should be fine. Up to 15, which means we are missing, if I have a little look, Liquidity's one that we're missing, I think. I don't see the name of the list. Yes. Mir's just joined, or no, Mir is already in from a long time ago. So Tara's just joined. Ray, Pooch, Liquidity, and 2 other people. 3. Close enough. We're almost there. We're almost there. Sonic Haze ain't featured for a while. I feel bad about it, but I don't because I've explained a million times. I'm trying to remind myself not to feel bad because that will make me just crash out. And then I'll lose my head. So I won't do that. I won't do that. You can tell by the way I use my war. Wait. Oh my god. Oh my god. I read that without clocking the song. I feel bad that I didn't clock that instantly. Oh, no. I should have got... I feel bad I didn't get that instantly. Damn, ouch. Let's look at rules because that distracts people from it. It's fun. Hi. Don't need that big of an info for muse. No, we don't need that. We don't need that. Run it back. Run it back. It's only rules. It's only rules. You've all seen this stuff before. There's nothing special here, but I would point out the points thing, which I'm going to show you in a bigger screen in a second. We have a sprint, which means there's more points on offer. 25 plus the fastest lap in that. 13 in a sprint plus the fastest lap in that. There's many points, and the title could get blown out the water or could be absolutely closed in case something crazy happens. I've seen weirder, but I've also seen titles alley-ooped for deciders in future times. Nothing's going to get done today. But after doing a quick mathematics, it's on the way. It's on the way. Sprint format is the thing I wanted to show you. Obviously, we know the laps. If you don't, sprint is 13 laps at Monaco. Those are the points in detail. 13, then 10, then 8, 6, 4, 3, 2, and 1 for the top 8. And still the fastest lap. We're starting with that. Reverse championship grids. So if you're at the back of the championship and you've attended and you've done a race, that's all you needed to have done. You've had to have been there, raced, and not just DNS'd, obviously. You're starting at the front. And the top of the championship, so the F1 kids, the Ethans, Josh is going to be up there, Raul's going to be up there. The big names that you used to see near the top, suddenly they're starting last. And we'll see how they call for the grid at a track where you checks notes. Can't overtake for a damn. That'll be great. Obviously, then we got one shot quali and then a main race. And that's the usual stuff. You've seen that stuff before. But for the standings, can have a little look. Aston Martin have still got a lead of, it doesn't look that big. It's not that bad a lead. It's just, it's not changed. It's been equidistant for a while. McLaren's got the same points as Aston Martin, or it's 1 point more for the other team, or it's 1 point less for the other team. It's getting out of hand. I kind of want to see if that actually swings. But both of the teams are doing a good job keeping it consistent. It should probably stay the same. Alpine are in third. They haven't scored a point in a minute as well. But obviously, Pooch has not been, well, he's not been firing previously. And Bagel's not even here. Haas, VCarb, Red Bull still on very similar points. I think Red Bull gained a good chunk of one of those two getting a good chunk before. And the bottom teams are scoring points now. Ferrari was on 1 point like 3 rounds ago. Now they're on 12. Kind of nice boost. 12 time point increase is crazy. Drivers could become important later on at the top 30 point gap. That might become huge by the end of the today, and then it's done. It's not finished, but like it's like, oh no. F1 kids might be starting to win this one soon. Ethan's going to have to do some big moves here. There's not many rounds left. Raul's obviously still solid on that P3 in case Bagel catches up. The rest is pretty similar. No big changes. Pepsi jumped into the top 10 for the first time. That's enough yap. Let's go start the session. I want a chill one for the start of the session this time. This is going to be a busy day. This is going to be a busy day. Okay. Let me see what I'm missing, because I also do need to go and set the entire grid. Which is it. Byron, I believe I'm I remembered, is not a certain confirm. Ray, I don't know where he is. That one I have no clue if he's due or not. So I'll give Ray an invite. And otherwise, time for you to see the grid live. And we'll have a go. We move. First on the grid, where is Liquid's name? I'm pretty certain they're in the session somewhere, all right? Unless they've got a new name change. That's Ray, bang on time. Beautiful scenes. He's on pole position. Pin Princess is in P2. Then we got Satar's going to be started up in third. I'm excited for these reverse sprint. These are my favorites just because I'm basically getting underdogs, because I don't like to be mean and put you down as that. Like, they get a good chance. Fourth place is going to be Ray, which is a very nice start for him. Rocket Pro, I think, just got in the session. Yep, Spa down the road. Thank you, everyone who, if you're on PC, as much as it's annoying to keep track of who's who in comms, if I know you have a funny name, I appreciate it more than you expect. I like funny names, man. Sorry, Axel's people can't do that. Kieran in 6. 7, sorry, Spuds in 6. Ollie is in the session, thank God, as well. I almost forgot to invite him. He's in 8th. Young Quest is in P9. I love to see that. Vortex, for some reason, down in 18th. Someone just left that session for a second. Up in 10th. Cool. Byron, if he does join in time and wakes up, he's in 11th. But for now, we'll put Josh there, and then he's followed by Jack. Then we've got RB behind him. Then we've got Pooch. I think I know which one Pooch is. Didn't check. I feel like I already know. It's fine. Raul behind him. Then we've got Ethan. Then we've got F1 line in. Norris still last because they haven't actually had a proper result yet, which means they don't get reversed. But obviously they would have been. But they didn't take part in last race. So that's kind of it. And I will patiently wait on that screen to go and do some more damage as I wait for one more. Byron is not doing a sprint. Okay, so it's just Ray I'm waiting for. It's just, no, not Ray. It's just by now missing. We're good to go. I think, right? Good. Yeah, maths. 18. Yeah, missing 1. 19. Yeah, we're good. Nice. Okay, let's go. I am so sorry, everyone. And it is a sorry that is genuine. I promise you, it isn't. Why is... You know what? This man's gonna do? Just you wait till later in the event, man. Just you wait. You'll feel my anger shortly. All right, ready up, let's go. If you're listening, you can go do it. If you're waiting for the ping, it's coming in soon. Let's see how this one goes. Reminder as well, after this is done, after this sprint is no, not for this one, right? Is we doing it from this point? Damage is standard reduced. Has it gone and broke itself again? Great. I love this game, by the way. I love this game. Every time I go and change these settings, I resaved it 4 seconds before we started, and it's broken itself. The rest, yep, I knew it was going to do it. Forecast always resets and damage always goes back to that. We're fine. All right, we're good. Yeah, whatever I was going to say before, doesn't matter. Ready up, we're all ready. Today, I feel Lithuanian is crazy. Bro's trying to steal some aura from one of the AMS dons. I respect it. Save myself. You didn't. You've just caused me additional stress. Lithuanian baddies. Now, that's caused me more stress. That's a... Okay. No formation lap, by the way. I think the drivers should already know that by now, but just in case they don't, that's your reminder. For the people watching, as soon as this is loaded in and ready, it's action. It's cinema. It's some type of driving on the roads. Let's abruptly pause the music now because we're not going to have that much time. I need to get my notes ready because I've prepped and been prepared. I didn't normally do commentary notes. I kind of slapped and didn't do them because it was like, there was stuff to do, but like I thought I can waffle on my own. Today, we're fine. Haircut completed or haircut needed. It's completed. It's okay. It's fine. It's fine. Leave me alone. It's a solid piece of notes, man. Listen, you need notes. I like to nerd out and do some commentary stuff. Basically, it's just stats. That if I have a little quick read, I'm like, okay, I know to gas up a bit or not gas up. I like doing that. Most of the time I do it in my head, but I'll decide that I CBA doing that today. So, massive sheet of notes there. It's not actually that big. Listen, I used to do it before I stopped. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Do you know the top 3 in the fan? Oh, fans? No, I don't remember who it was. VCarb, I swear, have been doing it the last 3 games. If you mean biggest team, I'm guessing it's probably them. I never check it. It's a thing I just spam through. Leak the notes. The notes is quite easy. The notes is pretty much just exactly what you see all the time. There's nothing too much new to it. If you want sprint results, I mean, that's one thing, because I always never remember to check who won the last sprints, who won the last Monaco, who did the last what, etc. That I never remember. So that's kind of a key. The last win at Monaco, if you want to know, was Dylan, so it doesn't really make a difference. He isn't here. The last win before that was F1 Kid, and the last pole was Josh. So those 2 are here if we want to pull out some stats. I don't know how it's going to work in this one, though. We'll find out. We've got a race to be doing first, and I need to see how well this goes. We haven't even got to talking about any of the 2-stop or mandatory stuff, but for now we're racing in Monaco during the day, but in a sprint. There's already a Vortex round and gone. I think he got a bit adventurous and didn't stick any form of landing. That's him down the back. Liquidity's still in first at the moment. It's a spin for Rocket Pro. Smart is further down the pack, let alone down the road. That's 2 people who've already had a great starting position and have absolutely been minced. There is no 2-stop mandatory strat in the sprint. As far as I know, as everyone is just sending it while they're still ghosted. As far as I know, it's purely just no stop, as it always is. But right now, this is kind of crazy. I think I don't really know what to judge. I'm going to put this on your screens, as it's probably going to be very useful. Jack's dropped 5. Mir's dropped 14 positions. That is a side-by-side that will not be fitting cars. Pooch might be losing something. He has no front wing entirely at all. He has gained 10, though. Kieran's gained 2. Quest has gained 3. We've got... that Pooch didn't make the corner. He's now out of the event. That is him out just before the swimming pool section. Few more positions gained. Josh is down only 1 for now. Ethan's up 5. F1 is up 7. Make that 8 as Jack's been disqualified from the session. And I'm hearing he was stuck. How is that possible? How is a car physically being stuck? The court? What? Now, that's nothing... maybe I've seen that before, but in the way that happened, I don't know. I feel like whatever happened, it can go on. If anyone even daring to ask. Loads of positions have been gained. Either all the people who have lost positions are out the race via a DSQ of all things somehow, as that is a send from F1 Kid down the inside of Best Noah, and he gets a lucky ghost. The ghosts are saving a lot of people so far. They have ghosted right at the exact time, which means they don't have to care about driving into someone. They can kind of just not lose their front wing and drive through them, as someone ahead of that just did. It might be Kieran. Let's get on board of this right now. But everyone at the back has basically gained. So Tar's up one position into second, which is amazing so far. We have Liquidity who's still in the lead, still holding the lead. This might be, so far, one of the first times that the race leader in a sprint actually went on to win it. We've had every reverse sprint, which, if I'm remembering in my head, has never been won by who actually started that race in first. It's always been won by someone else, which makes more sense. It's not as surprising as pole position losing the lead every single time, because they're not actually proven, like they're not meant to be there. This is a little different. This is a little different. We'll see how it goes. F1 is still trying to find a little way through. He has got Raul ahead of him, though, so it's feared competition. Josh and all these other human beings are setting some good faster laps at the moment. I think I'm seeing some front wing missing for Raul, and I think that Aston's not going to wait too much longer. Has to go. No, he has made the move. Okay, didn't look like he had actually had done it at that point. That's going to be an interesting time. Nova, welcome in. You're watching Chaos. I hope you're doing good. It's good to see you. That's Chaos right there. Just good timing. That's a never hit. A lot of people are hitting everyone. Oh, God. Yeah, the slower people at the front, it's not slower. It's the thing that I wanted. It's the entire reason I made the sprints like this in the first place. I wanted to give them a starting chance of being further up the grid and seeing what happens. Because sometimes they're good enough, they can hold on to position, as that is a send from Kieran. That hasn't worked out. RB's got a corner at some point. I don't know when that was. It didn't look like it was that bad of a 10 seconds. Sure. But yeah, sometimes it plays off. I've seen them gain almost podiums from it in the sprint. Never seen it be an entire win. Kieran is retired from the session. I think he got a bit too much hits from that moment. There's another hit. It's not lost a position, but it was a little pinch. Little clip from Spuds, I think, there. And F1 Kid is up into fourth. Now, something that isn't uncommon is seeing a car that is the leader of the championship, or one of the top three, gain back into the podium on a sprint race. That's really not uncommon. But getting to the win, I feel like that's, in this scenario, it's going to be difficult. It's still doable, and it's been done before, but today at this track, with who's clearly in the lead, showing some pace and damage, might be tricky, as Ethan now has a 10-second penalty for Konokan and gaining the place. He has a cheeky legal overtake to his name. Penalties on the screen. There's tyres you want to be looking at as well. We have 3 cars on hard tyres. I'm not going to be showing that, because I think what's more important is the fact that there's either bare penalties or there's a lot of people moving around on the grid. I'm going to leave position change on. I like to see the fact that we're seeing people who aren't where they should be, or should be where they are now. You get the gist. I think Araulik, I didn't get to see it, but I think Araulik has failed to stop for the corner and has hit something. I don't know if there was alongside it. I don't know if they had a wheel along the way. This is absolute pandemonium. This is scenes. This is scenes. RB still existing after whatever just happened. That's a given. I will put penalties on this game, because I think that's going to become quite useful at some point. Fastest lap, again, a 13.7 on the hard tyres, as that is Ethan having a little look round RB's car and keeping himself in that 6th spot at the moment. They've both got 10 seconds, so for those two, it doesn't really make a difference, but they will lose a chunk of time at some point. Do join in, so this is some chaos. I can't even plug at the time. I'm gonna leave you lot to self-plug the thing that isn't yours, because I'm commentating over absolute madness at the moment. One thing I haven't looked at, kind of intentionally, because I just wanted to see if it stay the same or will change, is the leads. Liquidity's holding a 1.5 second gap, edging out by a 10th or so back and forwards, but it's held that exact same gap the entire time throughout this race, and Satar's still holding that to them. So either one of them is, well, they're the same speed, let's just say it that way. That's good. The car behind, though, is still catching them despite having only a left end plate gone. It's not too bad. It might be a bit more from wing damage, but whatever I can see is that. Raul, can I ask, did you just fail to use brakes effectively at that moment? Because I didn't really see you even in the mirror or anything, so I thought, I'm not even looking at your car. And then I just heard a crash, a crunch, and a DNF. I think Monaco is the one time where it's fine, because it's not allowed, it's just, it's extremely expected. We're on lap 6, by the way. And I can't stress enough as Vortex is now out of the race. That is 5 DNFs now. I'll count as a DNF because I feel like whatever Just Jack got probably wasn't going to always be a DNF. But it has been. Liquidity is now only got a second gap to someone who's very formidable on the road. And I don't think it's going to be an easy stop now. They're on medium tires, I think, as well, compared to the hards. So the tire delta is already going to be big enough. And the speed of the tire and the person. Yeah, this might be... This is going to have to be a bit bold, impressive, or downright illegal in terms of racing etiquette to hold a position. If this is fairly even drivers, this should be a formality of unless you send it, no move's going to happen. But just because of the pace difference, I can't promise that this is going to be Monaco levels of he won't get past. I think it could be done. We'll find out. We'll find out. Broke early, break slot, GG's. Sounds like it's one of those days for a lot of people. Merc is having to defend a bit more fresh air now. Just a little bit more. We'll have to keep an eye on this one. No penalties for the two of them. No track limits. Well, no third track limit, I'm saying. Josh is now out of the race in 8th place at the swimming... Well, not just before the swimming pool. I think that's about to back area. So that means... I think a lack of front wing of some kind. And that's a chance that I didn't think F1 wanted to take. He still has a championship he wants to be winning. So... doesn't really want to lose his entire front axle at some point. He has used a bit too much wall. It just generally is one of those days, and it's another day where an inevitable might just be happening. And it's a nice, simple move down the inside. Fresh air wasn't defended, and the Aston Martin, once again, hasn't been unscathed, but they've managed to survive. That's the key thing. Everyone else has been biffed, finesse, hit, everything. Ethan, second in championship, is only 6. He's gained a lot, but he's not. He's lost some car. He has 10 seconds of penalties. It's not being clean cut for him as well. Fair play to the Quiddy and Tatar. I just don't think there was much more in that. And I think everyone else didn't make F1 kids' life easier. It's just they couldn't do much and they was... You know what it is. You know what it is. Sounds like, yeah, the stewards, I believe, might be busy, but I'm a commentator today. I'm not a steward. I'm a steward tomorrow. Very, very, very different. It's fine. Tatar and Liquidity are pretty close, though. That's another 10-second penalty. It's getting very hard handle over the grids. We'll find out. If there's any sprint stats I want to give you, it's not going to be a new sprint winner because let me have a look and see what we've got. F1 Kid has the most. He has 5. It might become 6 unless he hits a wall like a good few of the people have done on lap 8 of 13 at the moment. That's on the cards for any single human on the grid, but it's a big ask for him to be doing it all the time. I believe there's Junquist on the road, by the way. Did you drink? I have not. I haven't shut up yet, actually, or even looked away from my free monitor. I will do in lap... By lap 9, I'll have a drink. That's my deal. That's my deal. I mean, I'm having fun. This is great. This is great. GTL, welcome in. It's good to see you as well. I'm having such a good time right now. This is exactly what I wanted. This is everything I needed. Like, this is great. I like this. This is good. Quest might be on a chance to get his first podium. It's not a normal podium. We have 2 different stat pages for this, but it would count as a type of podium. And I think he'll have the pace to do it. It's just, will he find a gap? He'll have the better tires as well. I believe that's a medium he's up against. It is. So it's possible that a podium's on the way for this young man. I would appreciate to see it. I demand you drink and stop yapping a whole 20-mark history essay. Okay. I'm going to shut up for a solid 10 seconds. A weird pause moment for a Nange stream. Crazy business. We'll go back to yapping now. It was down 85 stream watched. It was indeed. That is insane. I wish we had the proper stats because I want to see 100 again. I want to see triple figures. That's so cool. Legend as always. I can't stress enough. Anyone who regularly appears in the stream, even if it's like, oh, it doesn't mean it's not too big of a deal. You know, I see you live. I go and say hi. I'm so erratic with streams at the moment, so I appreciate if anyone is turning up regularly on a streak of more than like 1 stream. That's impressive. And it's probably stressful if you actually want to keep a streak up and I just say 5 minutes before I stream, I'm here. Or I don't say anything, or I do one day actually put a response up and then say I'm not streaming. You're all legends for that. Very big legends. I appreciate you all. It's a cool time. If I don't say any stream streaks, there we go. Remind me, I like calling all of it out. Even if I'm blind, I still want to eventually say it. It's a very cool time. I do love you guys. You're all amazing business. on the chat of Twitch. I thought I was about to see a send on the inside there. I saw a little tweak. That front end. He was thinking about it. He had a little look. He's seeing mistakes in front of him. But he's not going for the moves yet, because I don't really think there's much space and time. This is what I was expecting from possibly Liquidy and F1 Kid before. As that's a track limit at turn 1, that's not ideal. I was expecting this of Karma Head's just a bit slower, but you just can't find the space because they're just smart enough to put their car in the way, and you can't find a way through unless you get a bit inventive. And that's not even too inventive, that's just nice and smart. Open to third place he goes, but he has a penalty to his name. Good news for him, is equal to what Tatar has. Didn't even need to get the position in the first place. That's a lot of penalties on the grid. He'll have that position unlocked. 10 seconds is the gap, by the way, between Liquidy and F1 Kid in first and second. Whose name, by the way, is... I have spotted it before, just didn't get a chance to call it out. Nange will wear the MV1 shirt. Has contributed 300 to the 12-hour stream challenge. That's the notification I've seen in my chat. I see you. I see you. I respect the name. I want to know who's gone for the meme. I haven't had a meme Twitch name in a hot minute. It's been a while. I respect it. Yeah, you lot are slacking. You lot are slacking. Posted my full sprint race in Discord. I was going to say that's crazy, but that's actually sadly not very long for Jack. Will it even show how much he's done since... Yeah, it does. He did do a sector. So his full sprint race is... It's a good watch, exclamation mark, NSL, if you want to be in the NSL Discord. We have a clips channel in there solely for NSL clips. I know we do clip reacts every Thursday, but we don't look at NSL clips mostly in there. They basically get their own react session at the end of an NSL stream. So if you want to post clips of any interesting stuff after the race, after quali, whenever you got time, as soon as your event is done, come through, send them in. And stick around at the end of the stream if you want to have a little watch. Might end the YouTube VOD at that point, so if you're on YouTube for some reason live, I know I don't check the chat, it's intentional. Come to Twitch. You can have a little look. It's a good time. You'll never find out who I am. I feel like I will. Within 4 minutes, I will. I'm kidding, I probably won't. This F1 Kid guy is a quote. We've lost a never car. Spuds is a never victim. This time it is through the swimming pool section. So I'm not surprised. That section, if you have a little bit low wing, can surprisingly catch you out, especially with a bit low, you know, a bit tie wear. It's possible. Definitely doable. Yeah, the 15-second gap, I'll admit, it is still been impressive. To me, I'm never bothered as a neutral of who's winning, who's doing what on the trackers. Quest might be going for a P2, by the way. He's going to have to move crazy business on this last lap, but he can do it. Yeah, I'm never normally bothered who's doing what on the grid, where if you're dominating by miles, I've seen it too many times. It really don't matter to me. It's fine. But I'm sure a lot of people on the grid are thinking that, and are like, damn, this man is almost a pit stop ahead after starting practically last, getting past everyone, and a fairly decent individual was in the lead of the race the whole time and still got caught and gapped. But yeah, I understand where the things are coming from. If I was racing in a league and I saw someone doing that to me, I would be thinking the same. I'm not in it though, so I don't have to. We move. I feel like Barnes not that passionate to be sending it on that name though. I feel like that's not him making the other account. I want to know who it is. Few people have mentioned it recently, so I can't pinpoint who it could be. I don't know. As we watch a little intra Mercedes. It could be Dylan, to be honest, if I'm honest. It could be him. Honestly, it could be anyone. That's what I mean. I don't think Dylan could be asked to make a new account, but like that's how it could be anyone. I see. That's a new account. It's crazy. Nah, that's rude. That's rude, you know. I thought we passed that era. I thought we passed it. Welcome back from the ads, everyone, as well. This should be done. Want a break from the ads? Good times. Jake could be. It could be. Jake says it's not you. It's not you. So I don't know about that one. We're on the last lap. I think, in fact, I already have passed that point. F1 Kid is now a pit stop ahead of the next car. That is crazy business. The two Mercs are the closest on the grid as we fight for this sprint. I think 13 points plus an extra one for the fastest lap are already heading. If I can find it, there we go. Yes, they're already heading to the F1 Kid's way, which means that point gap's going to get even bigger. Quest is finally ahead. Now, he does have a 3-second penalty. So unless he is absolutely lightning pace on the better tyre, might be the quicker driver, he's got a lot to do to pull 3 seconds. But he's pulled almost a second in a couple corners. A lot of twisty corners. Liquida's going to have to lock in here. He might have to look in if he wants to try and keep on this. There's a little twisty section in the final part of the track. We'll find out. Meanwhile, in the distance, we do have a winner in the sprint, and it is who you expected it to be. F1 has racked it up maximum points and does get themselves a solid 14-point haul to extend the lead in the championship by a good margin, because Ethan is down in 7th and might not be in the points. It depends if the maths work out. We'll figure that out later. It's only a 1.4 gap. He almost had the pace on it to do it. If he had 2 laps of that, I reckon he pulls it off. Young Quest will come across the line in 2nd, but it will be a 3rd in the order. Liquidity with a 2nd place. Probably the best start and finish we've had in a sprint from someone who's actually started at the front. They held pretty much all positions bar 1. Not bad indeed. Tatar crosses the line in 4th. A very impressive drive from them as well. And with bonus positions given, it's a Haas 4 and 5. Nowhere into 5th place. RB in 6. And we'll let the rest play out because I ain't got a clue what the master's going to do. But I believe it's going to be Pooch, then Ethan, then Ollie? Or is Pooch going to stay in that position? I actually don't know the mathematics on that one. That, honestly, was a good race. It was a good race. Only 2 people missing out on points. Pooch misses out on 7th by 7/100ths of a second in a sprint. Insane business. Insane business, bro. Okay. Oh, God. Wait, did I say Pooch? Oh, my God. Oh, my God. He's baiting me by Spa. He's baiting me by Spa. Oh, my God. I forgot about this. The Don's baiting me. Listen, Pooch got gas because I've used to him having the names, didn't it? You know what? Well played. You know, well played, well played. While I'm going to sigh from the fumble I've just done, have the order on the grid. There's a couple penalties on the screen. Pooch, sorry, you pioneered the big stuff, man. I just got to show the love to it. The winner of the sprint was F1 Kid. Then we got Liquidity, Young Quest, Satar, Best Noah, RB, Ethan, Rocket Pro, not Pooch, who didn't have a good time. Ollie, Ray, Pink Princess, Mia, same name. Spuds, Josh, Vortex, Raul, Kieran, Actual Pooch, and Jack. A grid of 18 down to 10 by the end of the date. That ain't ideal. Now, oh my God. Oh my God. I hate this game. I hate this game with a passion. I hate this game with a passion. Reminder, I didn't get to say it before, to be fair, because I was waffling my head off. To speed stuff up, if you are in the session right now, this obviously isn't the actual sprint. Simply just start wherever this race is and DNF, get to the lobby as quick as possible. We don't need to quit the lobby. It's quicker if we do it this way around. If anyone has left, don't worry. I'll send you an invite in a second. But in short, everyone ready up and retire as quick as you can, and we will speed up and do the next part. I'm stressed that it's raining, though. I'm so stressed. Because this means we're not going to get it in a proper session, though. This means we're not going to... I know what this means. I've seen the higher-ups do this before. I've seen them do this before. They've baited me. It won't happen. It's too hyped for this session. I keep picking the wrong music for the time. All right, anyways. Championship, though, I will say, is looking a little sketch. Don't worry, everyone, if you look at the screen. This ain't it. There's nothing to deal with here. This ain't the race. We're just getting to the next part of the session. It's all good. We'll let them do their business and have some quick DNFs. I can now edit the stats, I guess. Sprint winners. I can now put F1 Good onto 6 sprint wins as he's now gaining F1. That is a nice little hit into the wall. Good job, guys. I respect it. The sprint team winners, Aston Martin now joined with Sauber on 5, which is not bad. I do have the podium stuff, but I didn't bother putting it on this stat thing because that is... No one's counting sprint podiums to a list in anything, and today will not be the day I start doing it. It's on the stats page if you want to check the archive section in the NSL Discord. You can see all the big stats, the stuff where I pull this from, but I ain't doing it today. You, man, throw car and wall. Not now. We got a session to be doing. A quick 3-stop strategy is great. Oh, I can't wait for whatever the hell we get with these stop stuff. Don't worry, I'll get into that very soon. It's fine. I'm going to DNF. Is Mia not in control of their car yet? I think Mia might just not be in control of their car because they joined late, so they probably haven't actually selected it. We'll give them a moment to actually take control. I can tell because the car's very consistent in its turning. That's very rude of me. This man's still going. Is this man also not in a session? There we go. Yeah, okay, he'd already gone. Yeah, all right, it's fine. Right. That's it. We're toast. We're done. We're finished. That's the entire round done. You survived Monaco. I wish. I don't wish. I don't. You do. I don't. I'm happy with the results today. This is great. Let's carry on. It's a wonderful time. All right, now we're going to the next session. Again, reminder, if you've accidentally quit, just ping us a message in the chat. I'll get you an invite. Mia won a race. You know what? Honestly, for the screenshot, Mia, take your screenshot, man. Take it. Have a good time. You can convince the higher-ups that you absolutely survived Monaco. Let it be known that you did this business whilst being a minute behind several cars that were finished behind you somehow. There you go. Okay. Listen, I ain't a bad man. I see a meme, I help out with a meme. Well, that is such a good start as well in the sprint. That's because half you lot did a swift DNF. Not DNF, sorry. Jump start. Yeah, a couple. Just a couple. I see. Didn't even have to mention that earlier on, which is good. So I don't think we had anything to call on about that. Okay. Oh, you meant the astral spin. Okay, good. I was worried for a second. Right, let's get this session switched up. I'm ready to go. Again, I think the only person we're missing is actually Bynes, so we're good. And Cody's, I have a bones pick for you. When I save lobby settings, please actually save the settings I asked for. For some reason, I can guarantee I go into here. Oh no, you saved the damage to consistent stuff. Please save them as I asked for. It's very stressful. I don't like having to redo this every single time or double check every time. All the stuff's back on. We got a safety car formation up, not red flag, unfortunately. We don't have them ones in the ends. What we do have is a custom session time. It's not that big a deal, but I mean, you know me. I do believe if I said correctly, I said a morning for a qualifying. And I said at midnight for the race. It's a good time. Don't worry, I'll switch down in a second. It's fine. And of course, scrollage. No, wrong thing. I'm now going to have to double check it hasn't reset the times. It hasn't. Okay. Let's get ready to get everyone back in a session. Everything else should still be fine and good. Don't think I have to reset anything else. Only person we're missing is Dende. Everyone should be back in their cars shortly. We'll be starting in about... I'm going to give Byne the benefit of the doubt. He's a speedy individual. 2.2 minutes. So we can end the music off because I'm not going to be starting that quickly. We've lost one person. 5 minutes. Not that long. We should be starting in 2 to 3. As soon as I see the names, we're going. I don't know who was maybe just infinitely loading. It might have been that. Man will join after we start. Sure. I'll leave him to it. I won't be waiting for his invite then in that case. Which means the only person we're missing is this man loading in. And that's it. I don't know if his name's already counted to the total. It is. Okay. So that's fine. So we're actually missing 2. 39 Zoot laps. Rain is it? Okay, that was who left. All right. We move. Raul, Josh, as long as you two have got Byne joining with an invite, yeah, good. Because I'm not going to be able to remember in time. I don't want to be shouted at because it's like you didn't invite him. Because Josh will scream at me in caps and will say wait 6 times, and then I'll have to shout at him. And I will do. Once he's in, we should be good to go. I'm being a nice person today. Who's ready to not touch grass playing FC26? I will not be there. What have I missed? Just shouting at you and, well, nothing real. I'll just tell you to invite Byne whenever you get a chance to, because I can't. We're good. Clips I'm checking at the end, don't worry. I would check in between, but I can't guarantee, obviously, how long we're going to take transitioning between sessions. Yeah, I will start that after this race is done. Okay. Oh, I didn't see the to ensure he starts last thing. I didn't see that. Okay. I just saw you starting the thing. Okay. I think we're ready to go. Oh, I thought you meant Major. Okay, fine. Everyone's in. No one's shouting me quickly. We've got the Europe war between these 3, I guess. One of them ain't from those ends. All that ends. A lot of people are from where they're saying in the game. It's fine. Ready up message, I think, is ready to go. Don't think anything else bugged. I'm gonna ping it one more time. If you can hear me, you know what to do. Oh, Josh, don't worry. Don't worry. There's a prediction coming. And it's nothing to do with that. Oh, don't you worry. It will be there. Let me just load up the table real quick and see what I want to type on the boards. I'll cook some up. We'll be fine. I have a nice idea, actually. Instead of the meme one I was going to do, I've changed my mind. So it's going to be a channel point prediction on your head tops coming up through qualifying. It's not going to be dependent on qualifying, so you can vote at any time. We'll say of this. How many people... Shall I do it that way? Will improve from their starting position. Yeah. I can't put that in 45 characters. That's difficult. That is difficult. Whoever readies up is instantly an imposter. That's rude. That's rude. Gonna mute that now because we don't need that. How do I put this into 45 characters? That is scary. How many people improve from their start? I should just leave it as that. That's gonna work. Sure, it's fine. All right. We'll put, out of the 18 that's in, Bine has joins, over 8. No. Yeah, over 8. By the end of the race, if it gets mixy. Over 8. Or 7 or under. Yeah. That's a fair one. Over 8 people. It's a good time. It's a good time. Dry, sadly, I suspected. Listen, every single time that the rain's teased at the part before doesn't count. Right, predictions coming up in the chat. I'm going to give it a whole 5 minutes so you get some time to do it whilst they're starting, etc. The whole predictions should be self-explanatory enough. I'm basing it on the position changes near the end. I want to see how many people actually end up gaining big stuff near the end of the session or not. We've got ourselves a little sprint. We've had ourselves a race. Now we've got ourselves a one-shot qualifying. And we'll see if this actually delivers anything. This is harder to commentate over. I wish this was showing me all the ghosted cars at one time. That's the one thing I wish I had, because then I could see like visual gaps between first, second, third, fourth, and actually call, oh, it's getting close, blah, blah, blah. But I actually haven't got much to say about it. So we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. We'll see. We'll see. But so far, it's looking very status quo, and Best Nowhere is in second position. One-shot quality's got its nice quirks. Obviously, still the fastest people should do the best, but it also has people who willingly take the risks versus people who don't want to invalidate a lap. And, I mean, Best Nowhere's in the top 4. And I don't think they've been that high. Well, we haven't seen too much of them, so I don't really think we've got a big sample size. Pooch is in second place. He always does well in a one-shot quality. Whether that's going to set away, I don't know. But, like, this is a mixy grid after first position. Mears retired from the session, and that's already not been a good qualifying. Last pole sitter, as I said, was Dylan. Before that, I believe it's going to be the same person who is about to cross the line in first. There's F1 Kid with a pole. Pooch in second. Josh third, Ethan fourth, Best Nowhere in P5, Young Quest, then Raul, then Jack, then Kieran, then Ollie, then Liquidity, then Tatar. RB is going to be the 13th. I'll read the rest of the order in a little bit. Pooch is always there. He's always there in a one-shot. Like, at least for most of the lap. He either throws it near the end, but he's always local. I say local, he's within about 6 postcodes, but he has managed to set a solid time. It's an 10-1. I was going to get times and stuff, but that's a lot of brain cells. I'm not doing that. 10-1 from F1 Kid. It's a pole position. Again, there's a many stat to his name this season. I'll check the total later on. Pooch second. Josh in third position. Ethan fourth, sorry. Then we've got Best Nowhere, then Young Quest, then Raul, then Jack, Kieran, Ollie, Liquidity, and then for the bottom rest of the grid, Tatar, Mir, Ray, Spuds, Vortex, Spar down the road from Rocket Pro, RB, and Bine will be starting in 19th. He joined obviously late, but he'll still get himself in a said car. That's your order. I don't know what that's going to be. Josh top 3, who let him cook, is crazy. He did let himself cook. We are in the midnight settings. Now you kind of know where everyone's going to start. The bets can be placed. As I said, channel point thing works like this because I feel like I word it very weirdly, so I have to verbally tell you what it means, which I understand. I'm stupid. It's fine. If you're voting over 8 people, you're expecting 8 or more to get a green tick next to the name, and they've said they've gained 2 positions or they've gained 1. Any amount, as long as it's more than where they started. If they're the same, I'm not counting it in the total. 7 or under, they have a red mark on their name, and that means a lot of people didn't really gain positions, and barely anyone actually did much stuff. So yeah, if you think it's going to be a mixy event and a lot of people are going to move around, or you think it's going to be a scary time, I ain't got a clue what that's even going to turn out to be because I never keep track of that stuff. So far, a lot of people backing people to say they'll gain a lot throughout this race, even if they started in 9th place, which is a fair bet in a quali that has one shot involved. Kind of respect it. What I do respect as well is everyone persevering with the fact that we are doing Monaco, but I do ask you all to try your best to survive because I'm expecting a lot of pens. We'll see. We'll see. Why have I been Listen, I just don't want people DNFing. Why did I get question marked in one exact... I'm just trying to look out for you guys, okay? I mean, if you want to, you're probably going to get a penalty because it means there's intent, and that's bad. Anyways, let me fill out the stats as well. Where's the pole sitters? F1 Kid, notably, is now joint on poles of all time. There's only 3 pole sitters on the grid right now that have ever been on pole, which is crazy business. At least for a main race. That's wild that I didn't realize it would ever be the case, but sure. Josh has 18. F1 Kid now also has 18. Raul is in the next spot out of all people who are here on the grid with 3. Let that sink in. Crazy business. What's going to be more crazy, though, is the fact that the tyres, I'd love to call them out. If you don't remember, it's a mandatory 2-stop. I believe it's specifically worded as a 2-stop as well. So if it rained, which it won't, you'd still have to stop twice. It wouldn't make a difference. You'd still have to stop. Today, obviously, it's not going to be too big. As long as they use 2 different tyres, which is the normal rule, and they just pit twice. That is it. I'm excited to see how it goes. I will pull out some race strats at some point. Will they make a damn bit of difference? Probably not, but I'll put them on my screen and see if I can follow them. There's going to be a chance of safety cars. There's going to be a chance of some other stuff. I did toy the idea of doing some extra damage, or extra... Not extra damage, sorry. No, I did not think that. Extra chance of safety car, because Monaco normally doesn't do that, as I've seen Pooch Gagan press the Aston and push himself off the lap. I didn't end up doing it. It's the same normal default stuff. We'll see. Yeah, soft tyres on a couple cars is a valid glance. Hard tyre on for Pooch's car is going long. He will like no interruptions for this race today. Bold bet. But honestly, it's not that bad a bet. It's just a bit bold considering. I'm expecting any variation. It could be a medium hard if they've gone the harder tyre strat. It could be medium soft if they're all going risky. And if they do that, very risky. Anything of all the 3 tyres is viable. I think, obviously, the harder tyres, the better. If they've got 2 hard tyres, using both of them will probably be ideal. Pitting time, whenever you like. Grids, existent. We'll hope that they stay like that for the rest of the event. We've got lights on the board. We'll call it properly this time. All 5 are on, all 5 are off, and we're racing in Monaco. Finally, it's been a hot second. That McLaren is on top of the Haas, but is actually gaining positions, and for the cars behind, there's a lot of shuffling already. We've got the Aston in the lead. We've got a V-car fight with an Alpine in second. Josh is going around the outside, but can't stick it. And that is a car biffed against the wall, and I think that was Noah. And Monaco has delivered a crash under VSC or safety car. It is VSC. That's the quickest VSC I've seen in all-time history. We haven't finished the corner yet. People are still going around turn 1. Sure, right. Well, I think we're going to have some damage. If you want an eye on the position changes already, right now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people have gone up positions. So if you put under 7, if it stayed as it is, that's the one that's winning the result right now. But also to check where people have gone, Raul's up 3, Young Quest is up 1, Noah's down 1, Ethan's down 3. Ollie's gained, Kieran's lost, Vortex is up 5, and we've got Rocket Pro currently making overtakes. A lot of people are making overtakes as we speak, and I believe it's because people are struggling to go around this chicane as we finally restarted. The restart, I think, caught a few people off, but we are back and going again. I was more surprised we got a stoppage of any kind. I don't really know what happened, but I'm guessing multiple cars hitting the wall at once in the same yellow flag zone. The game was like, that's a bit too much. We can't handle it. I don't know if that's actually what happened. We will find out. Noah's in the pits as well. That's a front wing change I'm expecting. I think I saw one of those hits happen. And I think that was during the VSC, in fact. Which is a bit weirder. Second point, well, 1.2 seconds actually has been gained at the front so far. The same ball with Kieran for a little bit in the mid-pack of the grid. Want to see what he's got so far. He's got a slidey ollie ahead of him. Soft tyres will do well for a bit. I don't know how well. Like, the stats that I'm reading on the screen say they can last for 12 laps until they exploded, which should translate to, after 3 laps, they'll be the worst tyre on the grid, and the next tyre will be quicker than them. So, always got till lap 4 to exist, and be quicker than Kieran, at least based on what rubber he's got on his car. After that, I ain't got a clue if it's going to stay the same, but it's not a bottleneck between them at this stage. This part of the field has kind of got like a 2x2 grid. The top few have got a little bit of closeness. Then we've got the Merc and the McLaren of Young Quest and Ethan. Then it's kind of like it's a spreaded strain a little bit. These two, then they've got behind of Jat, then there's Vortex and a few others behind them. No big train is really formed yet. Give it time. Give it time. It will happen, and especially as this gets more spaced out, just because of stops and stuff, it's going to be even weirder to track. And I wish, this is the day I wish we had. Mirror out the race is not what I was going to wish we had. That, I think, is through the end of the swimming pool section, if I still get to see it. There it is. That's probably the earliest DNF I've seen for Pin Princess ever in NSL. They at least will finish events or get quite close to the end, even if the racing doesn't end up being too well. That's very early. We're down by 1, and as you can see there, not even a VSC. We had cars hit the wall, and it was a VSC. That wasn't it. At this track, you basically need 3 cars all in a yellow flag incident at the same time, and then the game considers it worthy of doing something. Maybe a VSC, and you need probably 1 or 2 more cars than that to actually make it a whole safety car. If we had red flags on, probably need 10 cars to actually go out of the race, and that will happen. Long day if you want a stoppage, which means they might actually get a clean race of strategy, and all the tracks to have that at, it's this one. Raul at the moment chasing down Josh so far. I believe I'd like to say Raul would be the quicker individual between the two of them. But again, that makes absolutely no difference on what actually happens later on in this race. Now, they're obviously seeing as well, that's a slide and a bit from Josh, but Raul can do not a damn thing about it. They're obviously seeing Pooch ahead, gatekeeping their little bit of clean air to try and go after F1 Kid if they even could. I don't know what they're thinking of. Is this a scene where by this stage in the season, you know that Don ain't going to be catchable? Let's not even try and keep the gap as small as possible, as Byron is now in the pits as well. He must have had a bit of an incident himself. I don't know what happened to him, but he has had something happen to him. Yeah, these people thinking, let's just not even deal with this guy, which they know they can't on pace, but like, are they just written off already? Is it like, I'm only fighting for second, Pooch is our target, let's stay close to him, make the straps work for him, or are they kind of keeping their eyes open for it? I don't know. I have no clue what they try and do, as that is 2 penalties for Spa down the road, and it can't go on like this in the same 2 seconds. First 2 people to have track limit penalties. That's good for these two. We slowly catching him, I assume. Surely. As that's a Vortex DNF. And that's a full safety car. A safety car got called for this. Now I want to see what will happen, as I thought this might happen. 2 stop mandatory means you might just want to hop in the pits to get rid of a stop from your name. In a normal race, sure, you have 1, it's a cheap stop, you get it out of the way, but you can kind of play around with it and wait till later. Now, with 2 stops you have to do, you might just want to bail it out and get rid of it and deal with the tires later, because a hard tire can get to the end. So if you had 1 stop done and a safety car comes out in a few more laps, you can make it to the end on that and you'd be fine, maybe. That's crazy that I've pretty much seen the entire grid hop into the pits. Liquidity's out of the race as well. That was in the pit lane, I think, so that's all good and fine. Yeah, I thought it was somehow on the pit wall on the other side. It was in the pit lane. That's a never car out. 2 cars out via their own incidents. 1 just via themselves, retiring at this point. But that is checks notes. Everyone in the stop? Everyone bar Ray, Raul, and Pooch that is still left in the grid to stop. And why not? So you can see the position changes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cars. 10 cars have gained. So well in the over 8 section for that. But this is after a safety car. It's always going to look like that by this point. It's one of them days. Now I have to run back to Helmo. But thank you, Millie. It's all good. Don't worry. Don't worry. You're fine. Go carry on. You're all good. This is a very settled time. You've got nothing much to do here. This race is so far weird, but there's nothing I can call. It's not like, oh, this is a big change for the race. Everyone has stopped bar a few. The thing is, I don't know what your strategy is in a mandatory 2-stop race. Because it's more, you can put what you want on your car. It's just when do you do it? Pooch has decided he just didn't get to do it before and is going to do it now. Kieran's getting a track limit whilst on the safety car. Raul is double committed, so he really wanted to stay out and just have track position. That I respect. I don't know what the better gamble is today. It's one of those days. Spuds is also getting himself a track limit on the safety car. Oh my god. Oh my god. I didn't even get to think about this strategy yet. Best Noah. Okay. Now this I like. As I said, a hard tire can get to the end from this point. Medium tire, I don't think can, but if you want to try it, sure. Which best Noah is on. Technically, Noah has no more stops left to do. Noah's done for the race. And if I check my note, how long would the mediums last for? 19 laps. Okay, so they ain't getting to the end. But like, if Noah's on the correct tire, they don't have to go in the pits anymore. Unless they just really want to change strategies or something. They're good. So if you just manage to time what tire is on the safety car and just bail all of them in, firm being stuck in 13th or something, and just hope those cars ahead of me have done one stop, I can get ahead. That's cool. I don't think that's what Noah's going for with this, just because the tire is on, but I like it as I get a hydrate. I've been told to shut up. That's basically what Millie said to me there. I like this play. I was surprised, not surprised that I saw everyone dive in for the first one. I am now slightly surprised I haven't seen at least one or two do the double, get my stops out the way now setting. I like this. This is like watching a real life Monaco being like, if I see a safety car, everyone's just got to jump in lap 1 behind everything and just firm being at the back. Like, this is a good day. Pooch might be listening to the comms as he's in the pits for a second hard tire. Pooch is the first person that genuinely now can go to the end of the race on what they've got on their car. They're changing front wings as well. Is that their second stop unless the game's glitching? I've seen them in it once already. That is their second. Pooch now genuinely could get to the end physically on those tires with that car and don't have to pit in again. The problem is they'll be at the back of the train. So, like, if they was fighting for a win, first place still might get 20 seconds before something else happens. I don't know. And plus, he's got a penalty. But I like this. That's at least 2 cars going for the gamble of all the stops. 2 cars going for the gamble of we ain't stopping yet. The rest somewhere in between, taking at least one of their free hits. And now I'm going to walk around and stretch because, damn, my legs decided to ache a tiny bit. We're good. We're good. Little break from F1 talk. Shout out to the football fans if you're trying to squeeze in watching UCL football. I obviously can't, but Liverpool are playing Atletico Madrid, and it is time for Harambo to be ruining my day. For the 3rd time in a row, Atletico Madrid are going to park the bus. I'm stressed. But it hasn't started for 10 minutes. I'm fine. Okay, I'm back. There we go. I've stopped talking about football now. Safety car is in this lap. We're ready to go. Pooch should catch the pack just in time, and he'll have warmer tyres. They won't be like perfectly warm, but they'll be up there. We're fine. Someone here knows what they've done. I hope you feel bad. Someone pulling crimes. Ad break is starting. Very awful timing for that one. If someone wants to watch the restart, that is painful. Shout out to the subs. Shout out to the severe collision with Bine, but Bine's in 16th, and I swear he has been for a solid amount of time. I'm not sure how they've got close enough to hit each other. Apparently they have, and apparently that's a 10-second for a severe collision. Could be a removable one. It could be a restart from Raul. It's a good one so far. He gets underway. Ollie's got a 10-second for doing the exact same thing with Kieran. That one's more feasible. They are right next to each other. Ray has lost a position to Ethan as that's a almighty snap from Ray. But he keeps the position so far. He's got cars right on his tail. There's already a 1.4 second gap. Ollie is right on his heels after getting penalties of his ones. Ray has stacked it at the top of the hill. That's his car gone, and the damage further ahead as well for someone's front wing. I don't know whose it is, but someone's missing some car. Josh is one of them at least. It might be more, but he's absolutely one of them. These lot, cold hard tires, I think they're feeling it. I think Ray was on mediums though, so I'm not sure how he's managed to have cold tires. They're worn, I guess, but they shouldn't be reacting that badly temps-wise. Maybe I'm just underestimating how it is on this track. Nighttime as well, I don't think the game does that tire temp or track temp anything, so it's not a big deal. It's crazy, Mr. Spud's down to 12th at the moment, being overtaken at the end of the chicane. I'm trying to get on board and have a little look as Ray is still struggling to keep their car on the road at the moment. Everyone is doing something at the moment. One of those things I have to keep checking is like, oh, yeah, that car's messing up, so is that one. If I'm correct, by the way, it's not an end plate missing. It's a VSC. Cheap stop time number 2 for some people. Josh has dived straight in, so has Kieran, so has Rocket Pros, so has Noah. A couple people taking their opportunities for a second stop. Tires, will they fit? If they've got hard allocation, easiest decision ever made. Then again, there could be more of these, so it could even out later on, and it's a medium. Soft tires for Ray and Spuds on their cars. This is absolutely chaotic to call. This is insane. This is wild. But I wanted to say, F1 Kid does have damage. They have a left end plate missing, but I don't think that's going to be uncommon for anyone. Ethan, solid 4th position at the moment. Tires are important, but honestly, for now, stops are still very important. Pooch is on his 3rd stop, but obviously he's done all his now. Cars who don't have to stop again. Kieran, Rocket Pro, Noah, Josh, Spuds, and Pooch. Everyone else at least has to stop once. If you're Raul, you got to stop twice. Timing at that VSC, obviously, he wasn't nowhere near the box, so he couldn't even serve any of them. I don't know if he's going to be like, that's annoying, like, that he's missed 2 opportunities. Because 2 more free opportunities or cheaper ones. Granted, VSC is harder because you can't be at the right place at the right time. Safety car is just a choice, though. You might not get those again, but you also might get 20 of those throughout the race. You can just pick whichever ones you want, and you don't have to pick the ones at the start, as we have a drive-through for Noah as well now. That's more penalties on the board. We have an end plate missing off Raul's car. I don't think it's both end plates, actually. That's main plane of the front wing, and that's it. No canals on that car at all. Yeah, we're missing damage. No, we're not missing damage. We have damage on pretty much everyone you can look at around the grid. Ethan, I think, has got not too much car left. He has got a good amount of car left, so he's probably the best lead position to make some inroads. He definitely wants it as well. He just can't find the space. Young Quest, by the way, in a solid P3. I like this. He showed some nice spurts of pace in that sprint, but obviously you don't know who should be where, and maybe he had another chance. He's moved over very aggressively. I don't know what his plan was. I think he wanted to defend some space, but I don't think he realized that Ethan was still there. He wasn't behind his car yet. Now, whether he was alongside to demand room is a different question. Maybe that's true, he wasn't, but like, I don't know if you can just swipe like that and expect him to disappear. That's a big call. Ethan might get a bit of rage in that one. He's got to keep himself in check before something happens again. I can easily believe that's a genuine mistake, and he just didn't check thinking it was alongside. Because, damn, that was sudden. They're all still here, but I do believe Ethan, after having an entire car with no end plate damage, now has end plate damage. Perez Sorokin 2018 recreation is a good call, by the way. That's a solid call. Shout out if you're knowing that from, I was going to say OGF1. That's not OG in the slightest, but you know what I mean. 7 years ago, it's crazy. I don't know. I have no clue about Young Quest as a driver. I know about him as a human being so far, and a solid person. But as a driver, I don't know if they're moving like that. That's what they do as a cheekiness. We don't know. They're still going, and they're still going to hold on to this train. It's 6 seconds now of a gap at the front, as F1 Kid is now away, as you know and see him do all the time. Raul obviously still has not stopped. To remind you, he's still got none to his name. So he's on his original tires that he started the race with, which ideally he wants to run till about, what, lap? He could pit around now. I think now is around that time where you'd be like, okay, it's now the time that I want to get off them if there was a normal 1-stop event or normal 2-stop event. Difference is we've had about 60 billion stoppages. I don't know if it's going to stay the same. Yellow flag at the casino, which I believe is for Ray. Could be for Bayern. It might be for Bayern, actually. In fact, is it for Ray or Bayern? No, it's Ray, because he's the last one who's still there. Bayern is in a very solid P7 right now. Started at the back, by the way. Very high position for him. He's free of Josh sitting through the tunnel at the moment. That's a soft tire on Spuds' car. Just to remind you, that is a Josh with no front wing. Why is Josh down here? Maybe he caused the elephant that I didn't see, but when did he lose all of his front wing? That's news to me. That's all gone. He's had some of it taken off him. I don't know if he replaced it in that last stop, but I know he's had damage throughout this race. Front wingless vehicle, and that is him understeering out into the wall, trying to dodge cars, almost taking Pooch with him. He couldn't do much more than that, and that, I believe, is a hungry... What season was it? Level of speed quitting. Yeah. Pooch also gone from the reins as well. He bins it in the final corner. It's safety car number 2. Monaco is Monacoing today. Monaco is Monacoing today. Noah's into the pits for his 4th stop, I believe. Now, I think if anyone gave up a chance to pit, they're taking it. I think they're taking it. If anyone's on a 1, they're stopping again for a second. Surely, Raul, because it just fits for when he wants to stop, ideally. My brain's thinking right. Surely he's in the box. Just to standard strats. I guess a big key thing as well is a lot of people are going to have to weigh up not changing their front wings. That's going to be a big thing today. A lot of people are going to have to weigh up doing that. So I'm wondering I'm wondering what's actually going to run down with that today. If people are going to be waiting their turn, saying, I'm going to stop again, there's going to be another safety car, I'll just burn it then. Don't want to waste another 10 seconds because track position is very key. F1 Kids into the pits. Young Quest is now in second spot, by the way, ahead of Raul. Makes his stop on the grid. That is a speedy McLaren bunch after doing one stop. They're going for an F1. Front end change for Raul. He is going to take the hit, and he is obviously actually in the stop. Everyone has at least done one. We move. I'm not responding to Josh because, I mean, it's not shouting at me. I know it's fine. I've seen head loss from every single person. This is the 7 millionth time. I know he's not actually annoyed at me. He's just shouting at the track, which is fine. Yeah, this is normal for many people on the racetrack. Crash outs happen for everyone all the time. Monaco will do that to you, I think. It's not the reason I like it in the grid. The reason is it's up there, but like I don't want to see people annoyed. Specific, not for that reason. That can happen anyway, I guess. Anyways, yeah, this is going to be a mixy race for strategy. Ollie didn't pit, by the way. Ollie didn't pit, by the way. That's okay. A literal crash out. It can happen to anyone. It can. The other reason I was going to say, because last time I joked back at Josh, he aggressively shouted at me. He apologized afterwards. Like, I could tell he was annoyed. I didn't think it was that bad, but I was like, damn, I won't next time. That's why I'm 8 saying nothing. I'm good. I'm good. It's a big day for people. We've got both RBs gone, one Mert gone, an Alpine gone, a Williams gone, 5 out of the event. We've had two free races or something of no safety car VSC interventions, and we've now had 2 back-to-back of a lot of people not staying in the race. But today was mildly expected, if we're honest. Let's be real. Let's be real. We knew it was coming. But Ollie does leave the race right now. Nange got shook. Listen, he was coming for me. For real. He was attacking me. Listen, I can't stress enough. I've been on the internet far too long. I'm far too used to this. I've experienced worse. And from people who actually don't like me by the end of the day, so it's all good. Kidding, I'm squaring up, by the way. I'm kidding. All right, yeah, sit right for the race right now so you can have a little look. Stop-wise, everyone's pitted at least once. Raul and Ollie are yet to make their second stops of the race. That's all you need to know on that front. Ollie's on 9-lap all mediums. Raul's on brand new tires as he just made that stop himself. Ollie made it a while ago and is obviously 9 laps ago. The rest on a mix of some old to semi-newish hards, or used to semi-newish hards, some used soft, very used soft on Spud's case. Noah's on some soft as well. It's a very big mix. I mean, there's going to be a bit of a hold-up. Raul's going to have to try and make some inroads on the cars ahead because he's going to have some very good tires compared to pretty much every car ahead of him. Young Quest and F1 could less so, but it would still be better. And the rest, it's a free-for-all. It's a free-for-all. We move, we move. Yeah, this is what I mean. Like this, yeah, reading a situation like that, I'm not sure, I'm just waffling on what I watched when Quest and Ethan had that little punt. It's one of them where I'm like, sometimes you just get a bit of tunnel vision. You just don't see. You're not looking, and it's not. You can never know. It might be malicious, but like it's one of them. It's a literal day at Monaco where everyone's gonna do this a lot. It's been like that all round long. It's not like one of those where I'm concerned like, okay, this person's horrible. I've seen worse. It's okay. And Ethan seems like he's taking it right, so that's a good part because Ethan still has a right to be honest. But anyway, it's a good day. It's a good day. Yeah, rest of the people that are existing, by the way, shout out to you lot. It's clearly a big day for that. Positions gained. Now, as the race gets more DNFs, it's so more likely that you actually, with the prediction, get a solid chance of just being over 8 people gaining positions. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's over 8 by a good mark. Well, 2. 1, technically, but you know what I mean. 2 for what I actually need to be. It's more than enough. So unless... I don't even think it's possible for it to change the way around, but we'll let that figure itself out at the end. But I'm just keeping guys open on that so you can see if your prediction is going to work out or not. But on to those, we've got Rocky Pro has actually gained 12, RB 11, and Buying 10. Some are inflated by the fact that we've got DNS. 5 free positions means that maybe Rocky Pro is only up 7, and he might not have been ahead of us. But still, 12 is insane. Ollie's up 9. Some of these people might not get to gain much more. Like Ollie might drop some, but like Rocket Pro and RB and stuff, like they don't got to stop again. They could be calm. I ain't got a clue who's going to be on the podium. It's going to be a weird day. The clips will speak for themselves later. I feel like everyone is going to end up being like close to, if not fully head lost. I'm going to be real. There's the reason it's here. It's to mix it up and make it different. Everyone hates me for this, but you forget the league has my name in it. No matter who's helping me run in the league, this has always got a chance of being in the calendar. Every single season. It won't all the time, because sometimes I get bored of seeing it. But, like, most of the time, it's always considered. It's always there. It's a content thing first. Racing takes place after that, which is fairly good racing. But we'll see. Can someone stop him? You literally have to... You can't even pay me enough to stop me thinking about it. Depends. And we have the safety car in at the end of this lap. Let's see how Ollie goes in those restarted tyres, which are old, but will warm better. So should at least react quicker off this restart whenever he does end up going. 500 quid ain't enough. 10 bags. 10 bags and I'll consider it. Restart of all time has happened for Ollie's car. I'm wondering if it's going to be a very quick, immediate send. Because might want to get this opportunity out the way early. Nothing so far from the Aston. We do the restart. Not going anything. That sounds outrageous. And F1 Kid has already managed to get him up the hill. Now, I swear when he just doesn't move, it just looks easy. It looks like there's negative defense when fighting him, which, fair enough. It makes sense when it's a tire rival. Like, don't bother wasting your time doing it. But like Monaco, I don't know. It's just, I think it's just always conveniently looking like that. It's not actually a big deal. That's a hit at the hairpin. Most of the cars, though, are staying pretty much where they was before. Let's go on board with Young Quest, just chasing that podium down. Moving like center through. Bro's just aura pushing everyone out of the way. It's like, bro, don't even deal with me, as we already have a VSC again. For what this time? Spuds has no front wing. I'm gonna guess it's for that. Yeah, it could be one of them. It could be one of them. I respect it in that sense, because that sense is quite cool of having any type of aura in it. Of like, yo, I'm a leader, get out of my way. But you don't have to, but especially at Monaco, try your luck, but people clearly don't mind. I rate it. There's no rules against it. Do what you want. It's a good time. I do apologize. I need to retreat again. Keep coming back, check up on the stream. My parents decided it's a good idea to start bidding for Mia. You know what? Now you can go, because I've just called you Mia by accident. Millie. That's going to be I'm going to get a penalty for that one. It's fine. It's fine. As I said, always, don't worry about it. If you need to go do your thing, it's all good. I didn't call you mate. I misspoke. You see, now you're not going to come back. That's a valid thing. Now you're not going to come back. I haven't done that in months. The game's gone. Millie's come back being like, you know, I'm going to put some time and I'm going to come back to the stream. I'll check if this guy's all right and stuff. And he just called me by the wrong name. What's this guy doing? I see you, lot. Yeah, that is me. I'm sorry. That was bad. Restart still ain't coming just yet. We're still waiting a little bit longer. I wanted to say as well, this may be a day we get a new race winner, maybe? I'm ashamed. I'm sorry. I hope the parents aren't at least making too much noise building furniture. I don't know if it's like a massive sofa to do or something, but good luck to them. I hope they're having a good time. And yourself, of course. Yeah, I'm curious if we get a new race winner today. Maybe we do. I don't know. Obviously, as I said, the leader don't have to stop again, which... if it was someone else that's maybe less scared of the aura, might fight that man a bit more. I don't know. It's an if, but maybe absolutes. You know the drill. Either way, Ollie's on a chance for his first podium. Kieran, I believe, has never had a podium in NSL, if I'm looking correctly. He has not. There's a lot of new options. Ollie getting a 3-second penalty for track limits doesn't help his options, which now puts Young Quest with a good chance of getting his first podium. And maybe even more than that. Didn't think it was going to come that soon. He has got himself on the podium almost. No, he's still ahead. I think he got ghosted so he could just drive through him again. I thought he lost that position fair and square. Young Quest might have to get mixy with this one. Sends it down the inside at turn 1. Who said you can't overtake at Monaco? Every other person behind that car in the grid. In fact. Quest in the podium spots. Ferrari of Ollie. Its race has gone from slightly good to very bad. Raul was involved because he was round at one point as well. I don't know if he reset that or if he just happened to face forwards after the spin. He's now down in 10th. This race is a shuffle button. This is just remix settings, and we are not even halfway into the event, if I am checking my notes correct. Oh god, that's horrible. That's horrible for the masses. Kieran's in seconds. Still, it's a Sauber 2 and 4 on the grids. This is even more chaotic than, like, order-wise, than the sprint was. And the sprint is manufactured to give you a chaotic order on purpose. Raul's got a track limit penalty, and that's going to be a lot of people joining that train in a little bit. Ethan's existing behind this duo of Rocket Pro and RB. And he's definitely having a look a couple times. I'm surprised. If he was on PC, that absolutely would be his name at one point, but sadly he's an Xbox, so he ain't paying what, $7.99 a week to have a mean name. I don't want anyone else to be doing that because no one's reimbursing you for that. That's coming out of your own bank, and I won't risk it. But he's going to chase that trio down. There's a yellow flag further back, which is for Spuds, I believe, in the background. Ollie, in the meantime, has now put the Ferraris 13th and 14th. They gained some big points for them in the last, like, 2-3 rounds. They gained 11 points in 3 rounds, which is not huge, but it's something. Spuds is now out of the race. It's getting from bad to worse. We are also going to run up to the safety car limits. I think we might be at it. Have we got one more safety car free to burn? That might be the case. That's the annoying thing in the F1 games. There isn't an unlimited amount. I wish that was. I think we got one more safety car possibly to burn, unless I'm using my brain wrong. VSCs, we might be at. I don't know if that has a limit or not. If it does, then I think we're out. We might not get any more interventions, but the grid's also thinned out, so might just be harder for that to even happen. It's only going to be pit stops and people just being forced to pit due to damage on their car. That will change the orders a little bit, which could mean we generally have this order exactly as you're seeing it right this second. Young Quest, by the way, is overtaking the Sauber for P2, and the Sauber was clipping his teammate in that corner. Just a little bit of a pinch. It's Young Quest on an absolutely dirty charge on this grid. 13 seconds back from first place, but is in second. No pens to their name. 2 Saubers with pens to block the rest of the grid behind. This could be an absolute dream run for you. Is Albedo going to try and get involved? Because I reckon he might have something to say about maybe Quest if he can get to him, or at least one of these podium spots. We'll see if anyone else takes a risk. Down the inside here is his teammate did it. His rival of his teammate is currently trying to do it to him, but isn't managing it so far. Yeah, these two, I reckon, if they get unleashed, can maybe do something. Ethan and RB just waiting, but that's literally the story of Monaco. Do you get unleashed? Do you get freed at any point in time? I love how I wrote all these stats, and for the one race I did it, it's completely out of the window, bar brand new podium sitters and brand new possible winners. Only reason it's going to happen for first place is a lapse of concentration, which, again, not just for anyone leading dominantly or this man. I'd love to have ghosted cars off. I'm considering it for the next time out we do a proper season. I'd love to have it off just so the leaders have to think when they're having a lapped car. They can't just aimlessly drive through them. They actually have to keep doing strategy, even if they're leading by miles. Problem is, I have to trust the people who are getting lapped to not just GBH someone. Hopefully, if we give them a quick league ban, that should solve that issue. That is not going to solve the issue of trying to pass to Sauber, and that's going to let Ethan through. 2 cars kind of just meeting, going towards each other there. I don't think it was too bad, but I'm not sure how they even started driving into each other in the first place. That's RB down into 6 now. Ethan is taking lead reins of trying to pass the Saubers, but they look quite impenetrable at this current time. Rocket Pro, think of pens, hold them up, is what this man is saying. What man? No, now I'm mixing up names. Millie's been called Mia. Mia's been not even called. Sure. Does anyone want a new name today? Apparently, I'm gonna call you Jeff if you want, chap. I'll give you a new name. It's one of those days today. Sorry, Via. I've lost my absolute head calling this one. Ethan, are you trying to move around the outside of this one? You brave individual. Hasn't done it. Have to stay where he is so far. It's not too bad. But he went for it. He went for a little look. He'll have to stay where he is for now. 16-second gap, by the way, to Young Quest and F1 Lightning. That gap is just going to keep getting bigger, if I'm honest. It's going to need a safety car to bring that back down. And then basically a free-for-all of fighting to the death immediately. Otherwise, that gap will just return within 2 seconds. We've got 17 plus laps plus this one to go for these cars that we're watching on the grid at the moment. See if anything else changes. We've got Raul making a move, and that is a Red Bull almost spearing straight into a wall. I'm not really sure how they didn't go into a wall. Reyes might have -6 wings today. Every time I go on board Reyes' car, it's a mid-snap. It's always been midway for a snap. That was so tentative up there as if there was about to be a snap. There's a never snap going at the exit of that. This car's kind of twitchy. I'm wondering if maybe they went for like a, what, 40 wings? Just to see if they can steal a position or two, and they don't mind because they're in I don't know. I don't know if there's a valid strategy in this game for Monaco. I don't think anything has a valid strategy for Monaco. It's just, can you exist near the end? That's kind of it. Ethan's still having... I need a new word for having a look, or a new phrase. Spotting a glance at a gap between the Sauber and the walls. We can't find anything. We'll get inventive with that later on. We've got a few laps to do it. They're still just sat on gearboxes, though. You can't make anything run. F1 Kid's going to have a free pit stop in about half a tenth more time. In fact, maybe a tenth more. They basically did it at this point. I do expect that to be, if we kept record, one of the biggest gaps we've seen in NSL time, but I don't keep record of that, and I can't be bothered to. We probably should for future seasons. Just so you can see who's got the biggest dominant result of all time. Ethan, look at this. Like, it's just right there. I think it's clear he's the quicker human being as Kieran has a wide moment, and it forces Kieran's teammate to slow down, and it's unexpected for Ethan, and I think that's some less front wing than Ethan won in his car. I think it's, yeah. There's a left end plate missing. I don't know if that was gone before. This is what happens, just mismatches of pace. I thought they was letting each other through for a second, but it was just an error, and now it's backed up one of the cars again, and Raul's now in his pack train, who on at least previous pace is now probably the lead car to catch and pass these guys. I do want some new podium sitters, but I think Raul's trying to make sure this doesn't happen today. Why does the touchpad on PS4 bring up the Steam overlay? Why is that not from the dashboard? The PS button? That'll not be that. I don't know how it works on PC. Like, what? I've never used PS4 control on PC. I thought that would be the dashboard button, like the Xbox one is. It's weird. It popped up and I binned it at Rask. Oh, that's why it went. Ah, okay. I actually don't know if you can toggle it off. You can toggle it off on Steam somewhere in Steam settings. I don't know how though. That's pain. Steam still sabotaging people since day one. Ooh, big yawn. I've been seeing Steam do Steam maintenance on people's headsets, which has been. Don't troll on me again, because that was a lot. Now we're having. That's a never love tap from the McLarens, by the way. Now we're having Steam dropping literal overlays on your headsets. That's not ideal. Raul and Ethan. Oh wait, the look has been had. The look has been had. Not enough. He's been backed up by his teammate slightly, getting pinched at the end of the hairpin, and that is Rocket Pro and Ethan getting stuck in the hard place they cannot get themselves out for. Nah, that is very, very unlucky for those two. There's literally nothing you can do. That's just exactly what will happen if you risk going side by side. There was nothing unfair. That's unlucky. That's one way to get one car out of your way. And Ethan is ahead of them, but they're now down in 10th and 11th. Ethan's championship, by the way, is slowly crumbling as it speaks. If it had any chance of being kept alive, which it wasn't 30 points in a couple rounds, it isn't massive, but it's still a good big chunk. With 25 points, plus a probable fastest lap, plus, at the moment, only 1 point on Ethan's name. It's a long way to go still. That's a bit crazy. He does make it at least back onto 9th as he takes advantage of a ghosted car. Damn, that's a big day. It shouldn't have fired me, but have done a better job than Ethan maybe today, man. Ethan should have been the one going out of the team. Raul, in the meantime, though, maybe showing his worth. He's up into P3 at the top of the hill. And RB might now start making inroads because he's got no protection this Salva. We'll see. We move. Oh, Jacob, welcome in, by the way. How's it live? Live's all right right now. In game, anyways. Honestly, that's probably the best answer I've got. Yeah, it is certainly a day. I'm enjoying a Monaco event. No one else is, but I'm enjoying it for what I asked it for, and it's a weird NSL day. Shows have been going well as much as I've been doing them, so not too bad. How are you doing, by the way, man? I feel like it's not been too long since I've seen you in chat, but I haven't been able to check in properly on how you've been doing. How have you been doing? I can inform you, Ethan has reached extreme head loss. Can't imagine why we'll both be boycotting any future Monaco events. I can't stress enough. Josh has said this before many times and has still been here. He was there last time. He won last event. The last one 2 events ago. He'll be there again. It's fun. It's fun. Yeah, I suspect a lot of people anyways, regardless of that. I've got to say that today. Which is why I will keep throwing Monaco in. And there'll be a championship decider where if you attend Monaco and your championship rival doesn't, you win the title. Might be one of those days. That would be insane. Kieran can't defend hard enough against RB. That is him finally up into 4th place, or at least ahead of DeSalvo. It wasn't 4th the entire time. Now, the podium is looking a bit more familiar, at least with a Raul and an RB chasing it. Kieran could have been up there if he'd hold on just a little longer. I do believe he has barely any front wing left. Really has nothing left on his car. Jack might send that one. He has a little glance, but can't do it just yet. And we also have Bayern and Ethan going for round 2 of making risky overtakes at tight corners. Ethan might be, his head might be so gone. His head's sold in the black market. It ain't even on this planet anymore. It ain't in this universe. Yeah, the clips we might get from people might be funny. If we have any audio clips of Ethan, I suspect every expletive under the sun has probably been used today. No matter who is racing against, anyone can probably get it. It's one of them days. It's one of them days. I think the only thing that can make this even worse for Ethan is a DNF somehow, which... for his own sake of sanity, which I like everyone to have good sanity, let's hope that doesn't happen. But for everything else, I'll sit back and see what goes down. It's a long day, by the way. That's a big hit. That's a big hit. I'm firmly getting a Chinese on Vegas Day in my pole position. Pole position in Chinese Grand... Wait. Oh, in Vegas, sorry. Chinese Grand Prix wrong race, as that is buying the day into the pits. Just for tyres, though. Just for tyres. I don't know if there was a... He's done his stops a long time ago, right? Yeah. Okay, interesting play. We'll see. We'll see. Right now, we have shuffling for the rest of the people that are kind of chasing this P54 area. That is... I didn't get to see what's said on the end plate there, but that was someone's end plate missing. Can't tell which, because all three of the cars I'm looking at don't have end plates attached, at least on one side of their car. So I don't really know what's going to be going down. Jack at the moment, though, is leading in a not bad P6. I don't think he was expecting that, especially after the sprint. It's a good day so far, but I don't really know what's happened for him to get here. Because he's probably been 10th, 12th, 11th, 15th, and 7th. Speaking of, he is actually now in 7th. It's not gone ideally. The Red Bull behind snapping like crazy. Ray is still struggling for traction. He's going to blame me for that one, by the way, if he's hearing me. If he is, then fair play. I understand. Commentator's curse is always available. Ethan has got a curse of just being here, so... I don't know if it's going to get much better for him or much worse, but he's still trying to recover it. Pushing Jack through this final corner onto the back straight. DRS open already. Battery deployed. He wants to do this. He is not waiting. He simply can't find the gap. Has to lose a couple temps up the hill as well. I'm hearing a traction loss be on insane levels. Young Quest, I think, might have had a crash of some kind because he's left without actually DNFing. So I think he's got a quick DC of some kind. This man might need an invite very, very quickly. So I'm going to see if I can sort him out of one. It was spam. Oh, I've sent some to like some of the people. The spam some to his name because the 8 AI is not going to be helping him out. That is a Williams round. It's not Jack. It is at the hairpin. That's really not gone well. Quick reset to track. If anyone wants to call out, that's rude of me. I feel that's mid, but like I'm calling rules as I see. Jack down to 10th now. Anyone can get a swing in results at any point in time. It don't matter what happens, man. Quest, let me know when you get in. I'll try and spam an invite at some point, unless someone can get some on. We're good. Yeah, I spammed the game invites about everyone's names I could see there. I gotta try and help them out, man. If the race results on the line, I'm always here trying to help a little bit. Roll into the pits, brand new front wing and tires. That's at least one less car chasing Quest at the moment, but Quest car went into the pits. Oh, this could be awful. His car went into the... Wait, I don't think he's back in the game yet. His own car has chose to go into the pits. Didn't even change the front wing. It just changed tires. Right. That's pain. The timing of all timings of a game crash is absolutely insane. It pit him, and not for damage. It wasn't to change the front wing. It was purely for a strategy. Whatever Jeff's inbuilt strategy was, that's what it got. That's what he did it for. It's got him on 8-lap old hard tires. And he's lost himself a P2 at the moment. RB is now in second. We have an Aston Martin 1-2 on our hands at the moment with a 46-second gap between teammates. It's absolutely insane. Wow. Opinion on F125 is I don't have it. It's a good game. Compared to last year, it's definitely better. It's a good game. It's a good game. I'm not going to say it's an amazing game. It's just a good game. It's probably worth playing if it was on sale a little bit, or if you buy it full price now. It's good. It's good. I don't know what else to say about it at that point, though. But it's not as bad as 24 was contentious. 22, when that was around, that was its own game. It's improved. It's improved a little bit. Still a little bit buggy and stuff, depending on what you're running on PC-wise as well. It probably has a few, but it's not broken. It's doable. It's drivable. RB, no risk. Bro has paused the game as he has plenty of time to let his teammate know he wants maximum aura. He wants a little showing for his NSL colleagues, trying to do a lap of honor after the race is done. I'm seeing maximum dominance settings. Aston Martin 1-2. I don't remember when a 1-2 was last done at this point. Rupert has dropped him. Wait, is that break at least done? Because I want to respond to Rupert now. It has. Hi, Rupert. And if it helps, I didn't get a chance to respond to the message yet because people were crashing at the exact same time. So welcome back in because you had to freeze you. Monaco is open now. It's the one race, well, not the only one, but one race I'm allowed to like mix up stuff time-wise, and I had to do it. So if I'm doing Monaco, I have to do it. I have to do it. We had like morning for one of the sessions, official for the other one. We basically just had an entire shuffle order. How you doing? Good, by the way, man. Good to see you as always. Monaco at night is probably the only nice part of this event for anyone who's driving in this race right now. This league race has got a little bit chaotic. Tires on the screen. We've got a mix of old hard tires across the pack. Youngquest is back in his car, by the way. I'm pretty certain he should have full control at this point. I mean, this looks like a real human input-wise, yeah. He has got significantly better tires than Noah. And Noah's on a penalty of 6 seconds. It's not out of the cards he gets back on the podium at all, and he can still get his first of the season in that regard. Getting a P2 is still on if you are absolutely at maximum pace, and RB is one of the slowest people of all time. I think more the podium's doable at this point. Ral is overtaking Kieran, who still doesn't have any front wing on his car. This is chaotic right now. Is he going to let his teammate through at least? Or is he not going to bother doing much here? We'll find out. He has not. And in Austria at sunrise or sunset, the HDR blinded me. The sun is bright. Yeah, I'm back. It's like, it's Kota settings. It's Kota quali settings in the official time, which I love. It looks good, but yeah, you can't see. I'm wondering what that would look like on a properly good HDR setup, actually. That's a very good point. I've never seen that. I might have to check on YouTube if someone's posted some absolutely blinding HDR footage that I can have a look at on my monitor. That'd be kind of cool. Good times. That's a good point. Yeah, the Sauber's had a good result today so far, but it's slowly tailing off. This, despite that, is still a good result. Ethan is now behind he's hit a wall whilst he's doing it. He's now behind the car with no front wing. You know what will make it better? Him also having no front wing. Yeah, this man's day. Okay, that's random lift or something. I don't know how he randomly slowed. Maybe just trying to prep the corner, which I can understand with no front wing. That is a random tire lock I didn't think was meant to be happening. This is kind of looking heated for no reason. I'm not really sure why. Both locking up into turn 1. And one of them has not made it, and I think that is a huge blow to any type of championship continuing. Ethan's day, I said, could not get any worse unless he was out of the event. It has now happened. Points gap before this round, 30 points. F1 Kids gained 14 in the sprint. He's at least gaining 25 here. That is a solid 39-point gain. 69 points. Great. That used to be an old meme number. It's not. 69 points of a gap. After with two. Damn. Yeah, the title might be going firmly with one hand on a trophy sort of settings if it keeps going this way. But I honestly just feel for Ethan. He's been in the wars today. A lot of people have been in the wars, but like I've seen all of his happen in front of me. That's pain. Couple pinches against the wall. That's all he do one in the background whilst we're here, but at least he keeps going. It's one of them days. It's one of them. TV HDR in. Oh, 1500 nits. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, that's good. That's good. So I remember playing Far Cry 5 at a convention 2017-18. It was on a really good OLED monitor. Climbed the hill and the sun actually flash banned me. HDR, when it's good on a solid monitor or screen, looks super sick. When it's on a cheap monitor and stuff, it's kind of annoying. Like, you're not really getting anything for it. But when it's on a really good one, yeah, it honestly, certain games make it look elite. Certain games don't do enough of it, but some chef's kiss. It's fine. Don't worry about the yapping. I'm here for it. You know, I'm yapping back at everyone else. It's fine. Be fine. The amount of reports will be double back here, honestly. I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued. I mean, it's not like it's, as Josh says, it's some of those times where some people just aren't bothered because they had lost their own races. If they're still in the race, they might be more likely to because they still gain something. If they're not in the race at all, then I see it. This is one of the Monacos of all time. It's one of the biggest grids we've had at Monaco in recent times. And, well, that sets everything else up, to be honest. It's one of them. I might have to save myself some time, I might just have to say, the game's a game. Just an incident. That's it. I sadly don't think I'm going to be able to, because, yeah, so many is going to happen out of this one. Whew, gonna be busy. Young Quest, by the way, is well within range of the 6 seconds that they need to be ahead of Noah by the end of this one. And if they get a move on and somehow pass Noah, Noah's only half a second behind RB. RB's front wing, let's have a little look if he's just losing time or if he's just chilling out. He has a full front wing, at least visually. It might be a little bit broken on like light green or dark green or you know what I mean. But he's still got a whole car. I ain't saying it's out of the question that Youngquest somehow steals back his P2, which is, I guess, unfairly taken from him. It has race spawns again at 10-1. Unfairly taken off him due to his game crashing, but that is one of those things that can happen, but that's obviously not on him. We're down to 11. Ollie's out the race. That's him out at the chicane, out of the tunnel. Best Noah's got another 3 seconds, so just in case it wasn't a given that Inquest will get the position, he definitely will now. And in fact, Carl's behind might even start getting involved. 9.5. No, okay, it's a bit too big of a gap for Raul to get involved, even with his 3 seconds, but it's not far away. Not too far. Kieran, Ray, and buying also some brand new tires. I'm going to leave penalties on the screen for a bit because that's going to be a little bit more important for a while. 1.1 second gap now between RB and Noah, but still within range. Noah with a clean race with no track limits and an entire car and obviously not being at Monaco. Looks good though. I want to say that. Looks like they've got some pace to deliver some like solid top 6 sort of results if they can just have to keep their nose clean. It could be one of those days where he'll be in there and you're thinking, all right, I'm going to go in for the grid. I'll be a Raul at an open track where you can pass. And then it's just a bit more annoying to pass him. I like when we get more people and they just slot themselves in good spots for them, but inconvenient spots for everyone else. Because I don't mind that. It's just fun to look at. But obviously everyone else does, and it makes for good commentary, hopefully, and good racing to look at. It's a nice time. It's almost a minute gap, by the way, between first and second. Yes, I'm keeping an eye on it. No, I'm not commenting anymore on it. It's absolutely insane. And F1 Kid's probably just watching the stream and casually pausing and unpausing every now and then. Youngquesto is here, and he has... If they cross the line, I'm not sure if they're on lap 35 or if they're also on lap 36. I forget if the game... I think it shows the leader gap, the leader lap, no matter who you're on board with. So for these people, they have lap 36, 7, 8, and 9, which is 4 laps total to make something happen and change positions. RB's got 4 laps to defend against Noah, technically, even though the penalty, and Youngquest. Quest on his side, as you can see, dumping every part of battery he has. 4 laps, 3 3/4 to try and get a second place. Bro is taking minimum track usage as well. He doesn't even care about the bump. I respect it. To taking part that counts. It's a listen. It's a day. It's an NSL day. These happen a lot, and to be fair, they don't happen too often in modern NSL. It's just Monaco can't stop that from happening. It's one of them. It's one of them. At least you survived longer than a lot of other people, and you might still get a cheeky classification out of it. Youngquest is having a little look. I really think he wanted to send it there. He gained a nice chunk coming through the tunnel. He's slowly pushing the car out of the way. I don't think it was too bad. I know there's probably an argument there that he's pushed him out the way. What? What? Why is Youngquest been just sent back to the... What? No. Okay, no. Please tell me I wasn't the only person who saw that. I'm about to commentate on Youngquest possibly chasing down a B2. And he's just been rubber banded stationary back to where he was a second ago. I have to know if that happened for him. If that was that a me thing, was that a lag desync sort of thing, or was that genuinely what was going on my racetrack right there? I don't know. Well, if he wants to do it again and see if he can catch 4 and a bit seconds, he's got 1.5, 2 laps almost to try and do it. But I don't know if that was just a my game sort of thing or not. If it's for him, that's funny, but that's really unfortunate for his own race. But from my side, at least content-wise, it is funny. Damn. That might be a limiting factor. It's going to only be a podium for him as long as he keeps his nose clean for the end of this race. At this point, a yellow flag for the back. This time, it's for Youngquest again. Now, I'm pretty certain he was rolling and fine. He was rolling and fine. I want to know if he's hit... Like, why would he have even been yellow flags there? He's now down to 5th. But he also has a penalty on Raul's name, so he should be fine. Is he getting... pens and stuff? You let him through? Okay, fair enough. I was more thinking, is his game just having massive stutters on his head top right now? And I would not be able to tell. Right, well, rounds through anyways. He'll have a time at this point, I guess. I guess we can start calling the end of this race as it's slowly developing. F1 Kid's about to start the last lap. Almost, but not all the way. A lap ahead of many, many, many individuals, almost even his teammate. Not that far away. Not that far. He's got a minute gap, though, at least. This man has dominated this race for a lot of time. His teammate has managed to get himself a second place so far. And on the podium stats, that'll put F1 Gun on his 39th podium in NSO, which is crazy. RB would get his second, which is pretty damn cool. And never yellowify further back. This time, I'm not sure who it's for. I think it was around Quest's car again, but that's going to be risky. Quest might now no longer get that. I don't even know what's going to happen with his podium now. I think it might actually end up going to Raul unless Youngquist finds a little bit more time in him. He might have got some damage earlier on, though, which means his car's just not got a pace. I think the podium might be done, though. It might be done for Quests. Lifting and coasting from this individual on his final lap is wild. Sure, it's a massive celebratory drive by the end of this, man. I don't think he cares. Bro's just lapping up all the glory. He has got a large amount of podiums to his name. He's going to join with his teammate to get an Aston 1-2, which I don't think we've seen in a... We've seen before, I think, but not for a long while. We are drifting all over the track. We'll give him the points. We'll let him see it. We'll let him see it. We'll let him see it. He is going to come across the line and absolutely dominate an entire Monaco weekend and probably get one hand on a title if it stays as it is. We got Rocket Pro already claiming his 6th spot as well, of course, because he was lapped as every other car behind was, but that now goes to Jack, who does at least recover to a P6. So he had a good race and a couple moments happened. Tatar's going to end up being 8th place. That'll leave Biden in 9th, Kieran in 10th. But I think that'll swap to Ray being in 10th, even with penalties. Further back, RB with a very impressive survival job of P2, by the way. If we want position changes as well, they're likely not going to change. We're well over the amount we needed to get over an 8 change, so I can sort that prediction immediately. If you have that many DNFs, it's almost a given. We have a side-by-side between Raul and Noah, who have actually managed to get close on track. Contact is still happening between cars. Somehow at this stage, I didn't think that would still be the case. Fair enough. RB gonna cross the line and get himself a number 2 podium on his results. Raul is gonna cross the line in 3rd. We'll see what goes on with the results in a little bit, because I ain't gonna know what's gonna go down at any stage. Cross it in 3rd. Bestower is gonna cross it in 4th. Young Quest is gonna be in 5th. I think that'll leave Raul in 3rd place, and Young Quest only jumps up to 4th. He missed out on his podium, and I honestly think it's mostly down to the disconnect, if anything else. Aston Martin 1-2, 2nd bunny for RB, 39th for F1 Grid. A title with a hand on it so far, maybe, for one of the Aston individuals. Let me not take that off the screen. That's the entirely wrong button. Let me have a little look and see what the hell just... Yeah, guys, what the hell just happened? What just happened? Here's your order. Here's your order. It's an Aston Martin in 1st, 26 points to their name, which means that's actually a 40. I think that's a 70-point gap if my maths is right on that. That's it. Yeah, it is. Yeah, that's insane. That's very insane. 2nd place for RB. 3rd place for the McLaren of Raul. I think the Aston Martin is going to gain some good ground in the constructors. Young Quest in 4th place. Then we got Best Noah in 5th. Jack in 6th place. Still a very good result for both of these. In fact, all of these top 6, especially these 3. But any of them could have maybe stolen some a bit more than that. We have a Rocket Pro in 7th, Satar in 8th, which is a very good result as well. Biden in 9th, Ray in the top 10. And then the rest, some classified, some not. Kieran in 11th, Ollie 12th. Then we have Ethan 13th, 14th as Mr. Spuds 50. You get the gist. Most of these all DNF bar one classified of Kieran and then that one. So it's a rough day for many individuals. A lot of them. Driver of the day shouts. It could have been a Young Quest at a point. It could have been a lot of people. I think 18th to 2nd. If I'm giving Ethan what was it, like 19th to 2nd or 19th to 3rd or something before, or 17th to that point. Yeah, RB gets it. RB gets that one. As much as it was a dominant 1-minute victory, 18th to 2nd has to be given some plaudits for that one. That's my drive of the day on the head tops for there. And for you guys, Monaco is over. At the very least, if it didn't go well, Monaco is over. It's done. You finished it. Be happy. Be really happy. Order on your screens for you guys. Adam, welcome back in as well. A little bit of maybe watch K-pop Demon Hunters for the 100th time. I've still never watched it. Don't know if I will at some point. Maybe. I have no clue. Calendar so you can see what we're coming next with is Miami, Austria, and then never sprint. The final one of the season is at Vegas. At least a bit more room to breathe. So that could be not too bad for you lot. Maybe. And of course, if you watched that and thought that was cinema, but I never want to race at Monaco, but if it's at a better track, let me get involved. Bit of a wordy sentence. Come through. !NSL in the Twitch chat. Gets you a link to the Discord. Come join, have a good time. Of course, for the people watching on YouTube, I'll check the link in the description, and it's in there as well. 3 rounds left if you want to get a reserve. Obviously, full-time. If you just race all of them, you can be full-time. But maybe you can see how it is. You see how it is. Get involved, join. It's a good day. And now I get to speak to all the rest of the people, where I ask my usual question of... How'd your race go, guys? How did your race go? I think I know the answer, but I want to know the differences between everyone's answers to why. It didn't go is a very big... That's a solid answer. That's probably one of the best ones I've seen. Oh, God. Honestly, yeah, some people have had some great results. Tyler had a great race today. Ban had a nice sneaky race today. Obviously, Albie had an incredible race and got a second. Young Quest had a good race, got done in by his game because he should have got... I think he could have got a podium, obviously. Noah had a good time out as well. A lot of people had a lot of recovery drives. They might have finished where they should have, but they was high, then it was low, then it was high again. And I obviously can't keep a track of that. So I like that. Please refer to race results in main. Yeah, as always, !NSL, go into Discord. Hashtag report incidents is obviously a very key channel. Make a ticket for every single incident you was involved in. Go ham on that. I already see 5. That will definitely get bigger later on. But also, hashtag clips. Anything cool or weird or horrible you want to show me, whether it's sick or whether it's just funny, pop it now. I want to have a little look. I'm intrigued to visibly see the pain that happened on this track today. This is a bit scary. Roller coaster is probably not even a good enough set of words for it, or good enough phrase or anything. Double P5 sprint in a race. Best not had a good time out, I'm honest. Very good time out. I honestly applaud to you, man. If everyone else didn't have like 18ths to seconds, a lot of people could have got like a result that said you was driving today. I don't count the in-game one because in-game's boring. I like doing it myself. That was fun, man. It was so cool. That was so cool. Prediction result, I can't pay out. Prediction result was easily over 8, by the way. I already checked on the last lap. Yeah, once 10 people DNF, it's more or less impossible for that to not be that, which, if it was a cleaner race, I reckon that's actually quite a cool prediction idea. I'm going to keep that on my list, but it's fine. I will whack that on the correct result. You guys can get your little payout. I think most people put your points on that side, so you was correct in predicting it. Good job. Nice. Got the quest clip, please hold. Let me see your quest POVs. Nice, nice. Holy is a good answer for that as well. I respect that. It's a very valid answer. If you want to look in the clips, let's have a glance at those ones. YouTube VODs, I'm going because I want to play normal music during that, but as I said, this is your last call. Come to Twitch. Otherwise, come join the league. Have a good time. We'll see you next week for Miami. And maybe people won't crash as much. I can't promise anything. I'll catch your YouTube vibes.